For those who want to fraudulently force Bola Ahmed Tinubu on us, even though they know his antecedents, my prayer for them is that it will not be well with them. Good day, everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, Everyday People's Voice. Please, if this is your first time coming across this channel, please help us like, subscribe, and share our video so that the good Lord will bless you. Since the return of democracy to Nigeria in May 1999, of every 4 years is marked for inauguration of a new president and administration thereof. But the May 29th, 2023 change of batting between outgoing President Muhammadu Bühäri and incoming President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is proven to be an exception. The opposition is pulling out all the stops to abort the ceremonies for which the Bühäri government has emplaced a transition map out. Dissatisfied with the declaration and return of Tinubu as winner of the February 25th presidential election, the opposition has moved from calls to cancel or annul the polls or install an interim civilian government or a military regime. Although the unconstitutional clamor has met with outrage and condemnation, even across the political divide, the promoters and purveyors of the scheme of HOT, a Tinubu presidency, aren't relenting. The next stage in their plot is a direct appeal to President Bühäri to adopt any excuse imaginable to stop the handover to Tinubu. If Bühäri refuses to breach the amended constitution, the court should then intervene by compelling the president or National Assembly to extend the government tenure by 3 months. In the first instance, until the filing of the presidential election petition court against Tinubu's declaration as president-elect are dispensed with. The first option in the intrigues is to shift the goalpost in the middle of the game by abridging the 180 days and 60 days for disposal of petitions and appeals at the Presidential Election Committee and Supreme Court, respectively. The second alternative is the urging of Bühäri to unlawfully stop inauguration of Tinubu on account of series of allegations against his qualification for the office of President of Nigeria. In this regard, the proponent wants Bühäri to invoke unknown laws to annul the February 25th poll and the attendant declaration of Tinubu as president-elect. A third option is for Bühäri to write to the NAS to invoke the doctrine of necessity and extend his tenure that ends on May 29th by 6 months. In the first instance, to enable disposal of the petition at the PEPC or direct the conduct of a fresh presidential election. To the uninformed, the doctrine of necessity is alien to the 1999 Constitution, as its invocation in 2010 was due to absence of President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua from office for months without handing over to Vice President Goodluck Jonathan in acting capacity. To avoid a total breakdown of law and order, as an unelected and non-state actor had seized on the vacuum to want to run the affairs of state. The NAS stepped in and introduced the doctrine of necessity to elevate Dr. Jonathan to acting president. Jonathan later assumed the office of president when Yar'Adua died in 2010, and the NAS next amendment the constitution in 2011, mandating that the president shall hand over power to the vice president as acting president whenever the president is out of the seat of power. That is section 145. Going by section 135 of the constitution, the president can only write to the NAS to extend tenure of the administration by 6 months in the first instance if the federation is at war. First section mandates that the president shall vacate his office at the expiration of a period of 4 years, commencing from the date when, in a case of a person first elected as president under this constitution, he took the oath of allegiance and the oath of office. That means May 29, as Bühäri first inauguration on May 29, 2015, and again on May 29, 2019, in his two returns of 4 years each that ends on May 29, 2023. Second section says that if the federation is at war in which the territory of Nigeria physically involved and the president considers that it is not practicable to hold elections, the National Assembly may resolution extend the period of 4 years mentioned in subsection 2 of the section from time to time, but no such extension shall exceed a period of 6 months at any one time. Currently, the federation is not at war. No insurrection across or in parts of Nigeria territory, and the election have been held and a transitional plan in place. Hand over to the new dispensation. On what basis other than mischief makers provoking instability in the country? We, President Bühäri, asked the NAS to invoke section 135 of the constitution to extend its government beyond May 29. That will amount to institution of a third-term regime. The same fate awaits the call for the appeal court to extend the period of inauguration of a new government from May 29, which proponents argue isn't sacrosanct, citing section 135 of the constitution. Now, wow, Nigeria. This matter where they ground so too big. The way they say so, Bühäri go remain. After that May 29th, he go still be president. Tinubu no go fit enter. Our comment section dey open. Make we hear what you think over this matter where they go on. I go see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.